So I received a parcel from Jason at Dockwhite. Thanks, Jason. It's a Pfaffenhain Abus cylinder, from what I understand. I've not actually had one to pick, but Jason kindly sent me one down after he picked it for me to have a go. So this is the parcel. It's not been opened. Still sealed. Tape. Okay. So we're going to have a go at opening this and hopefully catch it on video. So this is my first attempt. Okay. Well wrapped up. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. It's the Abus Pfaffenhain, I think that's how you pronounce it. Got a sacrificial snap at the front, and then once it has been snapped, you've got anti-drill pins behind that, and it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pin cylinder. You can just about make out, I don't know if you can on the camera, but where the pin chambers are. It's a kite mark cylinder, so just put this in the picking board and see what we can do. As I say, I've not picked one of these. I have seen them, but mainly on service cupboards. And then I saw Jason put a picture up of it, and I said that I'd seen them but not had time to play with one, and he actually sent me one in the post. So once I've picked this, I will send it back to you, Jason. Thanks again. Okay, so we've got a bit of up and down playing it, but it shouldn't cause any issues. But as the keyway is quite tight, the tension wrench and the pick that I'd probably normally use is probably not going to be the best option. So I'll show you what I would normally use on my normal cylinder picking. Probably use my normal Majestic hook pick. It's got a slight curve in it. That's just over the years where I've used it. It's just starting to fatigue, so it's going to come to a point where that will shear, but normally it's not really in that shape. And then I use normally like a feather tension wrench with a twist. I find these a really good tension wrench, but I don't think it's really going to be ideal. No, it's not going to really hold too well, so I'm not going to use these. I need a So I don't think that's really going to get enough. I don't think there's enough of a curve to get the deep pins. So I'm going to have to try something else. This is an old pick set of mine. To be honest, I never really used this one. Yeah, so now I think that would be ideal. It's nice long, it's got a nice bit of strength here, so when you're pressing down, it's not too weak, and that would be ideal for getting any deep pins, because these are got some heavy walls in these locks. So I'm hoping, if I'm getting myself into a position where hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Ideally, you'd want to try and pick up there, but if I tension it from the top, you're not really going to see what I'm doing. There's not a lot of play in the front of this, so I'm hoping I can do this within less than 20 minutes, because of uploading it to YouTube. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to go in, just manually. I'm just going to feel the pins, just see if I can press down on each pin, see if they start setting, see if I get any movement. As I've not picked one of these, I normally find with Abus you need light tension, so I've not got a lot of tension on that lock at all. Although it's bending, there's quite a thin tension wrench, so it doesn't really take a lot to put a bend in that. Okay, so we're just going to go in, as I say, lightly go across the pins, get a feel for the lock, and I'm just going to go from there and see how we get on. So I'm going to go in, go to the back of the lock, so I feel like I'm there. Just press one pin. So I'm just working my way through, trying to feel. I'm just rocking over the pins, trying to build up a picture of the lock. I'm not necessarily going to go for picking it as quickly as I can, because these are secure cylinders, so I don't expect it to go too easy. You'll probably find that you have to reset this lock a few times if some of the Abuses are anything to go by. The anti-picks can be quite stubborn in these. And when you let off the tension to try and press down, your lock's reset. So I'm just literally rocking the pin, and as I'm doing it I'm pulling it backwards and forwards. You might not see it too well in the picture, but I'm just literally going through the lock using my finger to help leave the pins. A nice clip there. So I know this cylinder can be picked, as Jason's already done it. Okay, I've sort of gone through, nothing's really made much of a difference to the lock, but you heard that reset. So I'm going to tension it again. I'm going to start at the back of the lock. Okay. You can hear a lot of clicking and popping. I'd imagine most of that, that first pin then, that's all set. Got a nice little bit of a click there, so it didn't spring all the way back up. So, right, okay. Yeah, the popping and clicking, a lot of that is where the pins are pressing down and they're popping back up. I'm just literally working my way through the lock again. Reset again. Yeah, there wasn't a lot really set there. Let's go into the back again. See, you get a little bit of a click there and a little bit of plug rotation on that back pin. the lock at the moment is not giving me great feedback because you're pressing down on the pins and you're not really getting what I'd say the feeling of a pin being set. Apart from that one where you've got a little bit of rotation when I first put the pick in. I'm just going to literally just keep working away through it, and I'm just literally rolling the pick over the top of the pins. Probably looks a little bit brutal in the camera what I'm doing, but I'm actually being quite light with the lock. You know, it's not really taking a lot to make them noises. I'm not bending the pick. I'm just literally rolling it over the top of the pins and pressing on them all just to try and get a feedback and see if something picks and the cylinder goes into the pick. It's not helping because the stand is wobbling about a little bit. You can hear a lot of the pins sort of resetting themselves. And a lot of the pins have stayed down. I'm just going to continue for a minute or two, just to see what's going to happen. Let's reset the lock. I've got a bit of a counter rotation then. So this is why it's always a good idea to reset the lock, because a lot of the time, the more times you do it, you get a muscle memory for the lock, and you're sort of building up a bit of a picture of how the lock's reacting. And I've just got a bit more of a counter rotation, so I don't know if you can see that plug is partially rotated now. It's sort of sitting between the 12 and 1 o'clock position, so you could actually have this done. And there we go. That's a lock picked. I'm quite surprised with that. I didn't expect it to go as quick as that, to be honest. The reason that this isn't turning is because in the back of this board the cam is just rubbing on the back of the board, so if I undo that, screw slightly, and you can see the cylinder's turning fully. Okay, so that is now picked. Okay.